Rosemary Clark Middle School Teacher of the Year is Ben Velos. Ben is an outstanding 8th grade science teacher. He truly works hard to make connections with all his students. Ben is a team player as he is willing to help other staff by giving them answers to questions since he is a veteran at RCMS. Technology is also an area where Ben helps around campus. His knowledge base is very wide, and he readily helps when asked. Besides all of these great skills, he is also an amazing person that always puts the students first. He is creative in his practices, challenges students at a high level, and professionally handles himself with students, parents, and staff. Student council and coaching are also in Ben's toolbox. He has been the student council advisor for many years, has been girls basketball coach for the past few years at RCMS, and he has volunteered in the community coaching baseball, basketball, and other activities. The amazing thing is that he does all of this with a calm demeanor and a smile on his face. He is a great role model to all around him. I want to thank Ben Velos for his dedication, hard work, and caring attitude towards the students, staff, and parents at Rosemary Clark Middle School. He is a valuable member of a strong staff that works towards the success of all students. Congratulations for being 2020 Teacher of the Year.
The Hafen Elementary School Teacher of the Year is Chris Boyjan. Mr. Boyjan is my choice for Teacher of the Year for these reasons. First, he goes out of his way to make sure each student in his class is successful. He gives them motivation speeches and talks about how they are the only person who can make the grades they want. Second, he helps out wherever he can in our school. He goes out of his way to check on others and make sure everyone is having a good day. Lastly, he always has a smiling face. He loves what he does and it shows. He also had amazing test score last year.
Mance Elementary School would like to recognize Ms. Jamie Carroll as Teacher of the Year for the 2019-2020 school year. Jamie is a natural-born teacher. She's organized and makes sure her students in her classroom learn. She makes her past and present students smile every day. If Jamie were a salesperson, she could sell ice cubes to polar bears. Mrs. Carroll's dedication to the school is amazing. She trains staff on Kagan structures and supports staff one-on-one. She volunteers for extra duties that help students learn and add to the positive school culture. She always has a bubbly and positive attitude that inspires people. She brings so much happiness and kindness to our building. Since becoming a teacher at Mance, she has helped many students excel both in academics and in self-confidence. Her classroom is a bright and welcoming environment for students, staff, and parents. Miss Jamie Carroll, you are truly appreciated for all that you do for the staff and students at Mance Elementary School.
Scott Trotter is a dedicated employee at Floyd Elementary who goes above and beyond for the students of our school. Besides the amazing work he does keeping our campus immaculate and running smoothly, he also teaches. Every Saturday at 10 a.m., you will find him volunteering in the Floyd School Garden, teaching children and their families. With Mr. Scott's guidance and expertise as a master gardener, students, staff, and their families spend the hour learning horticulture, floriculture, and how to harvest a garden. Mr. Scott creatively incorporates academics into each garden session. The Floyd Water Rock Gnomes, as the club attendees are called, learn science such as photosynthesis, parts of a plant, insect life cycles, soil components, and pollination. They make scientific observations and record data in garden journals. He emphasizes math by showing examples of symmetry and nature's patterns of Fibonacci numbers. Mr. Scott also incorporates lessons on nutrition, instructing students to eat the rainbow as they are encouraged to freely pick anything in the garden and try it. By providing children with fresh fruits and vegetables, Mr. Scott is expanding their palates and appreciation for healthy foods. While performing his day-to-day duties as our daytime custodian, he always has the students' learning and well-being in mind. Mr. Scott's friendly demeanor and modeling of manners helps students learn, by example, how to interact respectfully with one another. He enriches the lunchtime by helping little ones practice their phonics sounds. Older students practice spelling words, math facts, and geography. Every Tuesday afternoon, he stays beyond his work hours to attend the school's weekly leadership meeting to inform himself and to contribute to the successful operation of the school. Finally, Mr. Scott teaches valuable lifelong skills such as courage, patience, hard work, and perseverance. As the Floyd Garden Credo posted on the side of the garden shed reads, "Celebrate your good harvest, compost everything else. There are no failures, only learning and compost."
It is our pleasure to nominate Miss Stacy DeVoyd as J.G. Johnson's Teacher of the Year. Miss DeVoyd has been in education for 23 years, and 3 of those years has been at J.G. Johnson Elementary School. She taught first grade, and this is her second year as our instructional coach. Miss DeVoyd is a great asset to our school. She is seen as a valuable resource for teachers and administration. She has a solid understanding of the role of an instructional coach, both in a teacher's and a child's life. Ms. DeVoyd is very dedicated to teaching with a commitment to help each and every child and teacher succeed. She is a creative, sincere, and positive educator. She has a true passion for teaching and learning. Ms. DeVoyd has a work ethic that doesn't quit. She is always seeking for ways to pitch in and help out wherever and whenever she can. She has a willingness to reflect and a constant desire to improve. She exemplifies the whatever it takes mission at our school. Ms. DeVoyd is an integral part of the J.G. Johnson team. She works hard to build and maintain good relationships with the staffs, students, and community. She leads or is a member of several committees at the school. She is a strong communicator and a good listener. She is understanding and empathetic to all. She knows that working collaboratively is one of the most important keys to making our school community a better place. She is well deserving of this award. We love you, Miss DeVoyd.
Sarah Hopkins has been dedicated to the students of Nye County for over 2 decades. She is a shining star for both Pathways and the entire Nye County School District. Mrs. Hopkins has always been an incredible relationship builder with her students, and her ability to make them feel valued and supported has led to many students achieving successes they would not have otherwise accomplished. When a former student who is now a district employee drops what they're doing when they see her, comes over to hug her, and thanks her earnestly for caring about them when they were in her classroom years ago, the truest testimonial has been given that she's done something very right for kids. Mrs. Hopkins is kind, generous, and understanding, and her students consequently love being in her classroom as a result. She's a mentor to younger teachers and staff who are seeking to grow as educators, and a valued team player who is always willing to embrace new challenges to turn them into opportunities for the good of students, such as taking on 2 important things this year: Pathways designated literacy specialist and the school's lead liaison with a local mental health and wellness center, which serves many of our students. It is my pleasure and honor to nominate Mrs. Sarah Hopkins as Pathways Teacher of the Year for 2019 to 2020. Congratulations for being the 2020 Teacher of the Year.
The Amargosa Valley Schools Teacher of the Year is Chesney Martin. I have nominated Chesney Martin as the Amargosa Teacher of the Year for myriad reasons. During the 2018 through 19 school year, and for the first half of the 2019 through 20 school year, Miss Martin served as our first grade teacher in a long-term substitute position. Just before the winter break, Miss Martin finished her student teaching and was given a regular teacher contract by the district. From the first day that she was with her students, she has treated them as her own. She has developed strong, positive relationships with all of them. She consistently creates learning activities based on the essential standards and that are interesting, creative, cooperative, and designed to facilitate high student engagement and achievement. This has led to tremendous student growth on their winter NWEA maps this year. Late last semester, I walked into contraction surgery in her classroom. Her first grade students were in surgical masks and gloves, using heavy gauge paper, markers, glue, scissors, and a significant number of single words that could be made into contractions. The contractions were surgically formed and checked by the medical chief of staff, Miss Martin, to ensure that they were built and spelled properly. The students thoroughly enjoyed this creative, hands-on project, and their finished contractions were displayed on a bulletin board in the heart of our school. As a new teacher, Chesney takes every opportunity to add new instructional techniques and ideas to her teaching toolbox and shares what she learns with her colleagues. She always makes her students feel safe, welcome, and special. In addition, Miss Martin is a quick study and consistently tries to find the most effective ways to reach her students. Miss Martin has unlimited potential as a teacher. Her students, their parents, and her colleagues are very fortunate that she is a teacher at our school. Congratulations, Miss Martin, for being the 2020 Teacher of the Year.
The Beatty School Teacher of the Year is Mike Like. Mr. Like has been with the Nye County School District since 2013. Mike has taught every math subject except calculus to the students of Nye County. While teaching math applications, which included helping seniors pass the math proficiency exam, when it counted as a high-stakes exam required for graduation, Mike was able to help 50% of my students enrolled in that proficiency class to pass the exam the first year, and the second year, 75%. After seeing what Mike was capable of, I challenged him to help all students at PVHS who had previously failed pre-algebra, algebra 1, and geometry to recover their credit. He accepted the challenge without hesitation. Mike followed me to Beatty in 2018, where his task is to teach all math to Beatty High School students, all math subjects, as well as get them ready for the ACT. In his second year, Mike has moved the math program to new heights. Geometry 6 out of 10 equals 60% of students met or exceeded their projected RIT scores. The percentage of projected growth was met at 220%. Pre-algebra 11 out of 15 equals 73.3% of students met or exceeded their projected RIT. The percentage of projected growth met was at 337.9%. Algebra 1, 24 out of 26, equal to 92% of students met or exceeded their projected RIT. The percentage of projected growth met was at 442.9%. Mike has been a hard-working and dedicated teacher the entire time I have known him, and I have put him in some very difficult positions, as you can tell, and yet he always outperformed my expectations. Congratulations for being the 2020 Teacher of the Year.
The Tonopah Middle and High School's Teacher of the Year is Stephanie Benet. Stephanie has made strong growth this school year with the addition of the new mathematics program and the use of Alex to support student enrichment. Stephanie works closely with her middle and high school colleagues and students, as she also tutors after school 6th to 12th grade to enrich mathematics education for all students in Tonopah. Mrs. Benet also puts in countless time supporting students both in and outside of the classroom, and assisting with sporting events as a bookkeeper, clocker, etc. Stephanie is truly an asset to the Tonopah Middle and High School's family. Congratulations for being the 2020 Teacher of the Year.
The Tonopah Elementary School's Teacher of the Year is Gail Gillard. Gail has been a strong mentor for new staff and a leader within her PLC. Gail goes above and beyond to serve the needs of her students, even spending her own free time tutoring students after school to help them improve. She has also embraced the split 4th through 5th grade classroom she has been given and is showing strong growth in reading with her students. Gail also dedicates a ton of time to building relationships with students who are not even in her classroom and ensuring a friendly hello to all daily. Gail is appreciated at Tonopah Elementary School. The Pahrump Valley High School's Teacher of the Year is Tosca Arntz. Ms. Tosca Arntz is the selected Teacher of the Year at Pahrump Valley High School for the 2019 through 2020 school year. Ms. Arntz began her journey into her position this year with seeking funding for a student-led coffee shop, Brewing Up Kindness. She has always taken inclusion to a whole new level, facilitating this opportunity for her students to get into many classrooms to work on communication skills, math, and technology as they greeted, took orders, took money, made change, and delivered the goods. In addition to her focus on integrating students into the school, Ms. Arntz has committed to building culture and community at PVHS through her work with the Positive Behavior Interventions and Supports team. She was integral in the beginning of the student/staff shout-out process, building and implementing a behavior matrix, and implementing the Star of the Month. While timing was always a barrier, Ms. Arntz pushed to make progress, never waiting for the perfect time. Ms. Arntz is relentless in her efforts to impact the lives of those she serves. She does not see barriers, but instead looks to positive solutions and is willing to jump in to get the work done. Ms. Arntz is deserving of the 2019 through 2020 Teacher of the Year for Pahrump Valley High School as she brings her passion, compassion, and soul to the work she does with the intent of benefiting others as they are each and every day.
The Mount Charleston Elementary School Teacher of the Year is Jane Irwin. Jane is a bright spot in our everyday at pre-K. She is dedicated to helping little learners build a social foundation and a love for learning that will stay with them throughout their educational journey. Jane is passionate, patient, and creative, and she has a heartfelt motivation to make a difference in the lives of her students. Jane is masterful in planning and preparation within the learning environment, yet she is flexible and constantly works to fine-tune and differentiate learning to meet the needs of all of her students. Jane's soft demeanor and loving manner helps her tackle the challenges in the classroom without losing her cool. Jane is respected and admired by her students, their parents, and colleagues. Jane is always willing to assist anyone and help in any way. She has always been an asset to the school. She is always happy and willing to help others. Jane has a great relationship with her paraprofessional and is amazing to work with. Overall, she is dynamite.
The Round Mountain Elementary School Teacher of the Year is Erin Burge. Miss Burge is a leader within our school's community. She has taken it upon herself to act as a mentor for her peers. She has created a safe and rigorous learning environment for her students and is always looking for ways to improve her instructional practices. Miss Burge is utilizing technology and differentiation strategies to help all students progress academically and socially. Her investment in our school, students, and community is admirable. She is an example to her peers and students alike.
The Round Mountain Middle School Teacher of the Year is Holly Merritt. Miss Merritt is the co-advisor for our FFA program, and through her vision, the school was able to establish a farm, allowing students to experience an outside-the-classroom setting involving animals. The farm now has sheep, goats, chickens, pigs, and rabbits. Miss Merritt has guided students to become leaders in the farm management, and it is amazing to see the ownership students have taken of this project. Her contributions to the school are huge and allow learners from all backgrounds to shine. Her dedication to our school and students is evident through all the extra time she spends. Miss Merritt is also the brains behind the concession stand remodel and FFA benefiting from the concession stands.
The Round Mountains High School Teacher of the Year is Heidi Tran. Ms. Tran is the advisor for our FFA program, and through her guidance and teaching, our students have routinely achieved regional, state, and national competition placements. Ms. Tran works tirelessly to provide instruction to all students and to share her passion for agriculture. Her vision of creating a school pumpkin patch is coming to fruition and will allow elementary students to become involved in the FFA program and process in an informal way. Ms. Tran's love for agriculture teaching and her students is evident in the time she spends with her students before and after school and during competitions. Congratulations, Mrs. Tran, for being the 2020 Teacher of the Year.